Paying him for a mission would not cause a dent in their checkbook. If the league won't agree to pay him, then he will leave the team. It is that simple. As much as he enjoys playing the hero, he could get in Tokyo without the league. 13. We are at the second dropped point. She brings the ship to a complete stop over the forest. Kid Flash stands up with a cocky smirk. Time to use the new stealth gear. He presses the lightning bolt on his shirt, making his own suit turn black. Check me out, smirks Kid. Impressive, smiles Megan. Her own clothes begin to morph into a black and a navy blue cape. Naruto is impressed with that skill every time he witnesses it. I am loving this new gear. It is not too late to change. The speedster looks over at Superboy. Superboy folds his arms across his chest. No tights, no capes, no offense. 10. It totally works for you. Megan sighs dreamily. Superboy glances at her. Her cheeks begin to burn red as she realizes that she said that aloud. In that you can totally work in it. Blushing, she tosses up her hood and turns invisible. Grappling hooks come down from the ceiling. Robin and Kid Flash secure the lines to their waists. Holes open up on the floor beneath the team. Robin and Kid Lily land on the ground. Megan hovers down to the ground in a graceful manner. All three quickly move out the way. Superboy smashes down upon the ground. I knew I didn't need a line, smirks Superboy. And yet causing a seismic event might go against the point of being covert. Robin shakes his head at the clone. Superboy shrugs, not caring in the least. Taotlot. Where is the rookie? ? Where is the rookie? Asks Kid. Did he get lost jumping down? Robin smirks, lifting a finger to point behind Kid. Kid turns around only to jump in surprise. Naruto stands behind him, staring off into the distance. When? Splutters Kid. Be more mindful of your surroundings, laughs Robin. Let's get moving. Robin takes off without bothering to wait for the others. Naruto shrugs, following the boy wonder. The rest of the team soon starts to move. Watchtower. The doors slide open, allowing entrance to the main control room of the Watchtower. Diana enters the room. There is no surprise on her face at seeing Batman already there. It is a rare to find a time that Batman is not in the Watchtower looking up information on certain criminals. He usually does it in the Batcave where he has complete privacy, but he did call her up here. The Amazon glances at the various screens that are displaying a single video feed from different angles. Stopping behind the Batman, she watches as a child battles against a villain she never seen. This villain is able to control wind currents to form twisters, much like Red Tornado. The screen switches to show the villain take up a team of young heroes before that same child bursts out of the ground and spits out a giant fireball, destroying the villain in a single shot. He inhaled a large amount of oxygen before using hand gestures to internalize the oxygen into fuel to create the fireball. I'm able to see the exact gestures of each hand, but there were 3 to 5. In total, says Batman. Wonder Woman gains a pensive expression. There are spells that require hand motions to cast, but it is usually followed by an incantation. The tape is rewound. She watches closely. I have never seen a fire spell like that. Batman narrows his eyes. Magic is an essential part of Amazon life. Wonder Woman is an expert on magic. He wanted to keep this between as few as people as possible, but if Wonder Woman doesn't recognize the magic, it looks like he will have to expand his circle. The only other member in the Justice League that might know more about magic than Diana is Zatara. Zatara uses magic more frequently than Wonder Woman, but she has over a century's worth more knowledge on it. She is an immortal Amazon that has lived for about 100 years or more. It is impressive, admits Diana, but he went straight for the killing blow. Did he know that the villain was an android? Yes, but to go to such extremes. Batman stares upon Naruto. The child is trained extensively in stealth and martial arts. He brings up various video footage of Naruto training at the cave. It is a blend of various styles. There are signs of ninjutsu, judo, jujutsu, and several others I am unable to recognize. In his battle against Mr. Twister, he used shuriken and kunai. Weapons like those were used in Japan hundreds of years ago. Very few have such skill in weapons. Those that are mercenaries and assassins. Diana gazes upon the child. He is a warrior. A small smile forms on her face. She remembers when she was that age and trained just as hard. For Batman glances at the Amazon, more like a mercenary. I had a conversation with him alone after the mission briefing. The Dark Knight remembers that conversation with perfect clarity. He wanted to be paid for the mission, and he threatened to leave the team if not paid for his services. 6. It is not an unreasonable request. Diana ignores the accusatory glare. Bruce, he is a warrior and possesses a warrior's pride. Though it may seem mercenary, it was the way he was raised. Amazons are raised in the same manner. Are soldiers and police officers not paid for their services? I first joined the Justice League to not just help mankind, but to open communications between my people and the outside world. My motives were not as noble as yours or Superman. Give the child a chance to learn the true meaning of being a hero. A contemplative look is on Batman's face. The Dark Knight has much to think about. Santa Prisca is a small tropical island with a thick forest. The dense forest doesn't have any trail through it, making it a tedious time for the team to navigate. Superboy, Kid Flash, and Miss Martian are having the hardest time moving through the forest while trying to be discreet. Superboy has to resist the urge to not smash every branch and fallen tree in his path. Miss Martian is not used to the environment, coming from a planet that doesn't have much vegetation on it. Kid Flash is always eager to rush ahead but is forced to travel at the same speed as the rest of the group. Naruto and Robin, on the other hand, are having no trouble at all. The two are moving through the terrain with trained experience. Naruto could go even faster if he takes to the branches but doesn't want to reveal too many of his abilities. Robin lifts up his arm. We are almost to the rendezvous point. Superboy picks up a crunching sound. Did you hear that? Hear what? Wait, is this a super hearing thing? Asks Kid. Superboy use infrared vision to scout Owlhead. Kid puts on his goggles. The infrared picks up 5 heat signatures. I got 5 signatures about a quarter mile away. I see CXX others. The two groups are about to meet. Relay Superboy. Circle around them. We can't risk being seen. Naruto glances to the right, watching as Robin takes to the treetops. Boy Wonder completely abandons the team. Hey Robin, where did he go? Frowns Kid, trying to find his friend. He was here a second ago. Blinks Miss Martian. Great, now we have to find him as well. Gunshots begin to fill the air. Don't need super hearing for that, says Kid. Circle around. Yeah, I will, but I need to find Robin. In a burst of speed, Kid takes off running straight towards the two groups. Unfortunately, the ground is muddy, making his super speed turn against him. He slips on the mud, falling forward before rolling across and straight in between the two groups that are shooting at each other. Kid looks up to see everyone looking at him. So much for stealth, gulps the speedster. Bane leads his men into a fight with those Cobra bastards. He is going to make them pay for taking over his island. Venom is his property, and no one takes what belongs to him and gets away with it. Speaking in Spanish, he orders his men to kill all the Cobra fighters. Take no prisoners. A crash from the east makes the gunfighting stop for a few seconds. All turn to see a boy come rolling into between them. The boy wears an all-black tight-fitting outfit with a symbol of a lightning bolt on the chest. Bane is reminded of Flash's protege. What would a sidekick be doing on his island? Is the Justice League here? Kill him, orders Bane. Kid moves at incredible speeds, dodging the bullets. Several batarangs come out of the shadows, knocking weapons out of Bane's men's hands. Robin comes down from above, taking out 2 men in a single spin kick. What are you doing? Why didn't you vanish into the woods? A high-speed punch knocks out a Cobra follower. Oh, is that what you wanted us to do? We can't read your mind. 2 Cobra followers are telekinetically tossed into a tree. Kid turns to look at Miss Martian. Well, at least I can't. Hey, you told me I was only allowed to read the bad guy's mind, says Miss Martian. Naruto stays in the shadows, not bothering to join in on the fighting. There is no point in it. The others are easily able to handle the men with guns. A ninja never reveals his secrets until absolutely necessary. Besides, this is supposed to be a recon mission. Kid Flash already broke cover by running ahead. Now the enemy knows that they are here. Well, the enemy knows about 5 members of the team. His own presence is hidden, so the enemy doesn't know about him. Bane blocks a punch before nailing Superboy in the face. You think you can take down Bane? A second punch comes at Superboy, but this time the clone blocks it. Smirking, Superboy delivers a full-powered uppercut that knocks Bane out cold. Bane hits the ground like a sack of potatoes. Second punch comes at Superboy, but this time the clone blocks it. Smirking, Superboy delivers a full-powered uppercut that knocks Bane out cold. Bane hits the ground like a sack of potatoes. One of the Cobra followers tries to run away, but Aqualad lands in front of him. Aqualad places a hand on the Cobra follower's chest. Lightning is channeled through his arm, electrocuting the villain. A scream comes from the Cobra follower before he drops to the ground unconscious. I know these outfits, says Robin, tying up a couple of the Cobra followers. They are part of the cult of Cobra. I am sure that if Batman knew such extremists were on the island, he would have... No, says Aqualad. Which means that Cobra are the ones that took over the island, says Robin. Great, now we can contact the League. Mission accomplished, says Kid. Robin shakes his head. No way, Cobra isn't selling venom, they're hoarding it. We aren't leaving here until I find out why. Until you find out, this team needs a leader, and you think it is you? You are a 13-year-old kid who bailed on us, so I guess you are a mature 15? Huh? You blew our cover at the first chance. Miss Martian looks at Superboy. Don't you want to be leader? Superboy scoffs. No thanks. How about you? I don't think I am ready to be a leader. I am new to all this hero stuff, admits Megan. Her eyes turn to find Naruto. She gasps in surprise to find him standing next to her with his usual nonchalant expression. It is a bit creepy as she didn't even notice him. Do you want me to translate if I want? Replies Naruto. Megan telepathically relays the entire conversation between Kid and Naruto. He regrets declining the offer, arguing on a mission while in enemy territory is beyond stupid. Kurama would have his head for dealing with a bunch of amateurs. He was glad the lazy fox was asleep at the moment, for Superboy's hearing picks up the talking between a couple of the men. Senor Bane, why do you not break the ropes and beat these children? Quiet. Bane smirks. I can use them to help me get my factory back. Superboy gains a small smirk. He loves having super hearing and the ability to understand multiple languages. One of the few bonuses of being trained by Cadmus. Do you think you're Batman? I am the closest thing we got. Laughter erupts from Bane, drawing the attention of the team. Such clever children. But if you want to find out what is going on, I can take you inside. Bane smirks. I know a secret entrance. Aqualad looks over at Miss Martian. She walks over to Bane and concentrates. There is a secret entrance, but he is hiding something. Miss Martian struggles to keep up with all his thoughts. He is reciting football scores in Spanish. It is not my first time dealing with a telepath, smirks Bane. Why are you willing to help us? Asks Aqualad. It is not complicated. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Megan continues to translate to Naruto. Naruto gains a slight frown. He watches as the team unties Bane. An enemy is always an enemy, no such thing as an enemy being a friend. There are so many other ways to infiltrate the factory that doesn't require following a well-known criminal. No wonder their mentors never let them operate on their own. None of them would have survived in the ninja world. Robin has a pensive expression. If there really is a secret entrance that would allow us to get into the factory undetected, if he tries anything it'll take him down, states Superboy. Aquila glances at the team. He has to admit that trusting Bane, one of the most dangerous villains in the world, is risky. Bane is a villain that managed to beat Batman at one point in the past. Still, a secret entrance into the factory is too good an opportunity to pass up. It is the best plan at the moment. Robin slices the ropes, freeing Bane. Led the way, orders Aqualad. This is a terrible idea. Naruto doesn't like this one bit. One thing he learned being on the run is to never trust anyone, especially not an enemy. These humans are very stupid. Naruto was inclined to agree with his Demon 6A ninja never accepts that there is only one option to complete a task. Bane is not needed to find a way to enter into the factory. There are so many other options. Naruto, come on. Naruto frowns as he follows the team. Factory, my lord. He approaches. Bows flicker. Cobra stares out over the balcony. Put up a radio jamming net. Nothing must interfere. Superboy keeps his eyes trained on Bane. If the villain makes AMV Mavatuhatroutum, he is going to take out Bane hard. Bane reaches the edge of the cliff, pointing down at the factory. The team gathers at the edge of the cliff, looking down upon the factory. Robin uses his binoculars to get a closer look. Cobra is moving the product all right. It looks like they are getting ready to move. We need to get inside to get a closer look, says Aqualad. Just what I was thinking, agrees Kid. Yeah, you are the thinker all right, laughs Robin. Kid glares at Robin. Sarcasm, really? A real leader would focus on getting us down there. Naruto ignores them all, keeping his eyes on Bane, who walked away towards a large boulder. Bane moves the boulder with little effort, revealing a hidden entrance to a cave. Your answers are this way, says Bane. The villain enters the cave. Great, now Al-Lutrator is our leader, skulls Kid. Robin elbows Kid in the ribs. The team follows Bane. Bane leads them through the cave to where a secret door is at. Putt-ups before the door slide open. All of them enter into the factory. Robin, Aquila turns to find the boy wonder is gone once again. Don't tell me he was captured already, frowns Bane. No, he just does that, sighs Aquilad. Kid smirks, putting on his goggles. He'll go get the information we need before boy wonder returns. Aquilad never gets a chance to stop Kid as the speedster takes a fat high speeds. Great chain of command, glares Bane. Naruto doesn't know it, but he thought the same thing in his mind. Batman should have assigned a leader to them team to keep certain idiots in line. Using the term idiot is being nice. Kurama was the one with a more colorful personality and no doubt would have come up with a much better term to define Robin and Kid Flash's actions. 5. Aqualad, Miss Martian, and Superboy all shared the same expression. The remaining members of the team and Bane sneak through the factory. Ducking behind a pile of crater, they oversee Cobra moving shipment. It looks like they are moving all the new shipment, none of the old shipment, says Superboy. Maybe freshness counts, suggests Miss Martian. Freshness, repeats Naruto with a raised eyebrow. Miss Martian gains a light blush, realizing how silly that sounded, plus helicopter, says Superboy. Factory, a Cobra follower is sitting at the computer console, making sure that there are no security breaches. A batarang pierces the console. The Cobra follower has no time to react when gas sprays out. The knockout gas makes the Cobra follower passes out. Robin pushes the knocked out Cobra follower to the floor. Taking a seat, he begins to type rapidly. Find anything. Kid appears behind Robin. I am decoding the system now. Robin continues to type. Kid leans forward pointing his chocolate bar at the screen. That is the original Venom formula. A new blue strand appears next to the purple Venom, and that is the blockbuster formula. Cobra found a way to combine Venom and blockbuster together. Together the new drug is 3 times more potent and permanent. Kid stares at the screen with wide eyes. How did Cobra get its hands on blockbuster? Robin's eyes narrow. The buyer must also be the supplier. He reaches up to his ear to activate the communication link. Robin, a red tornado. We have. Full stop. Static. Kid frowns knowing that the situation took a turn for the worse. Santa Prisca military-grade helicopter lands on the ground. Cobra stands patiently with his men surrounding the pyramid. Out of the helicopter emerges one of the best assassins in the world. Lord Cobra greets the assassin. His hockey mask hides his facial features. Sportsmaster greets Cobra. A simple gesture has a lackey run up towards the two. The lackey brings out a suitcase, opening it. Inside the suitcase is a single vial. The new formula is ready. Sportsmaster glances behind Cobra to see the large hulking beast, Mammoth. Mammoth is the first test product of the new formula. A literal mountain of muscle.